Hello everyone and welcome to this new qualifying session. Welcome to Division 2. We are here for the qualifying session as I'm actually going to do something cheeky if I'm allowed to at least. No, I guess I'm not. Wait, I'm the owner, why can't I change? Never mind. I'll do it later, I guess. For some reason I can't write my own code, so I can change this to nighttime, but we'll have to roll with it.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be quite painful for some drivers in this daylight race, as night race is more usually preferred from these guys.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm going to go through the list and see if everyone here is supposed to be here.
I think. Well, it's a full lobby, so. Anyway, as the drivers are beginning their laps, we have Pizza out here in the lead currently in this qualifying session, as he will start his lap first.
I think there might be people here who aren't supposed to be here.
I think is King Boss supposed to be here, or this La 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 3401.
Okay, so kind of working on stuff behind the scenes. Excuse me for the little inconvenience. I have to make sure that everyone here is actually allowed to be here. As Dust Dizzle is on the purple lap, let's see who's going to be the first car to set the lap. Everyone's in sector 1 still, those who are on the flying lap. So there is that.
A lot of traffic here between these drivers, of course. Everyone trying to set the lap first. It's only 10 minutes worth of volley and a 1 minute 35 lap or so. 16 rise with the purple sector 2. He's in the left-hander, bit slow, but
Discord is having
only
a
banker
mare
now
as well, unfortunately.
As the drivers begin to cross the line. Pete says it's a 136. Pit poor. Twitch Star gets a 35.5 or so. As everyone coming across 16 rise. Only and Dust Dizzle gets the fastest so far. 35.2, 16 rise. 3 tenths behind Dust Dizzle so far, and Twitch Star initially at the 35.4 is now 2 tenths behind Dust Dizzle. And some drivers as much as 4 seconds behind right now in their laps. But of course, there's still 5 minutes to go and they can do much more. A lot of traffic here between HDS and Wolf. At least they're duking it out here, but rest looks a bit gapped up. Austin goes 4th fastest with just below 35. That's just below 36. As PV Pitbull is now P7. A lot of drivers crossing the line now, of course. No one with any purple sectors yet, but I'm guessing there will be many. Maybe a 34, because there are a couple of drivers here who have set 34s in this, at least in the practice sessions before this race. or full qualifying session. As I think a lot of the drivers are now starting their second laps. Has anyone set any purple sectors yet, or green even? King Boss has just set a purple personal best sector. No one else really doing much. Lepre and Reggie setting the first laps actually here. As for now, nothing really catching the eye. Twitch targets the best sector right as I say that, and PvP Pitbull as well. HDS joins that train too, and now Wolf is also on a personal best sector. Dust in a red sector, so he might not be improving this lap, but we'll have to see. Still continuing on. Twitch Star now on the last corner of sector 2. PHDS is going to cross. Yep, it's a personal best sector 2 as well for him. PvP Pitbull with a red sector 2, so this could be a bit tough for him to gain any positions. Twitch Star also crosses the sector 2 line. It's now also a personal best for that. Maybe there could be some gain as also Stizzle. Veloce, Reginald or Reggie gets a 135.3, a 10th behind Dustizzle, as Dust is also about to go through and cross for his second lap. Twitch Star crossing the line now. Where will he be? PvP Pitbull gets P6. Twitch Star is now only half a 10th behind Dustizzle, but Dustizzle is going to cross the line. Will he get a better lap? No. Not for now. But as a lot of positions gain, especially from Veloce from his first lap. But as Twitch Star can also, I think, maybe improving in the latter stage of this qualifying session. Justin MCA also having 2 personal best sectors, a decent left hand, and he is about to cross the line. Where will he be? Will he gain positions? And the answer is yes, 2 positions. He's got P6 for now, as this will be a very last gasp lap for some who just exited the pit lane. As well, who else is starting their final laps in this qualifying session? Anthony gets up to P14 with his lap. About 136.4. On a personal best first sector. Maybe he can get more than P10 here. We'll have to see what happens. As well, here it goes. The last qualifying lap that they can get right now. Dustizzle crossing, about to final lap in this qualifying session, as Twitch Star has already started his now. We'll go on for Twitch Star for now a bit. Decent second turn, and into this heartbreaking chicane. It's very difficult to get this exactly pointed to the absolute perfect way, but he's okay so far. We have to see how he does when he crosses that sector 1 line. Reggie, the personal best first sector. Lepre gains 1 position with his lap, and that is his final qualifying lap as well. Reggie is now about to cross the sector 2 line, as Twitch Star is on a red first sector, and so is Dustizzle. Reggie also in a red second sector, as taken on a personal best first sector. There could be a lot of position changes. We'll have to see. Reggie gets a decent left-hander now, as Rich Star on a purple second sector. This could be an absolute heroic last lap pole position. We'll have to see. He gets a pretty decent left-hander, and now the final corners is all flat out from here. And he get pole position. Twitch Star about to cross the line. Can he get pole? He can get pole. He's got a 34.8, and what a wonderful lap from Twitch. He's got pole by 3/10 for now. 16 rides because he's going to cross the line. P4 for Bacon. Bit slightly disappointing for Bacon's here, but 16 rides. He can't improve. He's in P5. As a lot of the rest of the drivers are going to cross the line. Armanoid, 2 personal best sectors, and so is Sensek. Let's see where they end up in this qualifying session. As well, most of the best finished. It's only just these 4 remaining. Crosses the line. He can't improve as Armanoid now crosses the line. He gets P17 ahead of Geordie. That was an amazing lap for Rich Star to get his first pole position in his first ever FRL race. Anyway, for now, as 10 seconds to go till the race starts, everyone getting prepared, everyone setting their, setting up their tires, as well, from the looks of it, top 2 are going to have a mediums start, as now the 5 lights are on, and we're underway. As Twitch Star leads from the rest of the grid. Now Dust Dizzle, he's not exactly going across to get the Twitch's slipstream, but it's an okay start for him, as Twitch Star still leads from the Grand Prix, and now Vlodche still in P4. A bit laggy here, but it'll do for now, as Dust Dizzle is trying to challenge Twitch Star. Can he get ahead of him? He's in the slipstream for now, but well, the drivers, there's not much position changes. Oh, Dustin MCA, I think he has a bit of a lag issue as one goes across a bit wide into the long left-hander. Now everyone going to the snail section now. Twitch Star still leading, and now Code Bacon's, he's up, he's gained some positions. He's in about P3 here. He's fighting alongside with the likes of Dust. Oh, and Reggie, he gets P3. He's gained a lot of positions here. Now, who else will gain? As a lot of shifting between them. Wolf, oh he's at a mare. Up down in last place. As everyone else across the line, Twitch Star with the currently fastest. He's going almost running away with this. Already 1.2 seconds, 1.2 seconds ahead. As Bacon's now chasing him down. He's already gained a 10th, but Reggie also fighting with him. Bacon's goes a bit wide. I think he might have hit the wall. He's lost a lot of time there, Bacon's. He got the dirty air effect from Reggie through that. And now, as everyone crosses the line, Lepre, I guess Sensei sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. But of course, only lap 1. As everyone else crosses the line now. They're starting the second lap. Reggie is a second behind Twitch for now. He's battling with the likes of Dustin, with the likes of Bacon's right now. It's going to be a sensational fight for P2 at least. Twitch Star's running away with this. As everyone goes through the snail section, Reggie. He's trying to get Dustin MCA, and he's trying to get P2 for now. A lot of fighting going on in these opening laps, of course, and it's very integral for their strategy. As a lot of not much position changes so far, but as one kind of saying like SR, he's on a purple. He got a purple first sector, but red second one, and he's still within the top 10 for now, as everyone else going through this lap. Reggie did he CC? Did he corner cut? He's dropped positions. Reggie's in P6 now. Something happened to Reginald Loche.
He's lost some ground, yeah.
Now he's down to P7.
Sorry for my commentary absence. There was some stuff going on behind the scenes that needed to be sorted out with who was driving where exactly, because that was a little bit of a mess, but it is solved now. So here we are. We're on the third lap of the race. Thank you, Tash, for commentating for so long without me.
Yeah, well.
So we're now watching a battle in the midfield around. We're now looking at Regional Flotte in P7 in the Brianza course car. Now, if you
that's in purple. First sector.
Yeah, Dustin looking quick, looking to make up some ground again. I think he just might have made a mistake as he dropped a place, and as his gap to P1 just increased.
Oh, and it's going bad for worse for Reggie right now. He's lagging a bit. I think that might be just my problem, but he had a pretty good first 2 laps, and then he corner cut it, of course, and now he's in P6. But I think he can gain these positions back, as well. He is pretty decently fast. He can probably fight for a podium, but as of now, he's not really in that position.
Meanwhile, let's have a quick look at the strategy for this race. So we have Twitchstar in the lead as the debutant on the medium tyres. Lepre on the softs in second place. So he's going to make a first pit stop early on compared to the other guys. PvP Pitbull on the hard compounds, and then for the rest of the field, we see most runners being either on the mediums or hard compounds. And just like the Division 1 race earlier today, we are expecting everyone to just make one pit stop if they are on mediums. The viable strategies are most likely going to be medium, medium, medium hard, or the other way around, or soft hard.
Also mentioning Lepre, he's doing pretty well because he's on softs right now, but he might fight with Twitchstar here, of course. This is very integral to his race. He's on his soft, he doesn't need to be held up by Twitchstar, but as of now, he's kind of stuck in that position. Lepre lost a lot of time. 8/10 or 8/10 or so. He corner cut. I think he did corner cut because the gap is widening. He's struggling on these softs for now. Also, a big battle at the back between PHDS and Sensec, a 4-way or 5-way battle. So, Code Bacons, he's overtaken Dustin MCA for P6 in this race.
Oh.
A lot of surprises so far.
PHC making a mistake here. That's going to allow Armenian Best to get past for 15th place in this race. There's a big train going on, going into the points all the way to the back. Very close stuff. I'm surprised to see Wolf down in 17th place. We've expected him to be more towards the front. And same goes for King Boss 10111. Both drivers I just mentioned, they both won the Asia Cup Championships in Season 3 and Season 2 respectively. So to see them quite far down the order, both of them, especially King Boss, it's a little bit surprising, but here we are, I guess.
Also mentioning a lot of rookies this season. PHDS was one of the more hyped ones. He's running P17, but he goes wide. He's run very wide. A big mistake. I think he's in last place now. Well, a P18, but he went majorly wide into that corner.
There's a big battle going on for second place here between 16 Rise driving the Spagretto Frias team. Sorry, excuse my Portuguese. I'll have to learn to pronounce that team name correctly over the course of the season. Battling with the both racing star cars of Lepre 28 and Dustin, who was racing in Division 1 earlier as a reserve driver, driving in Division 2 as a main driver. Looking to fight for second place and for the final 2 podium spots, as Twitch Star seems to be breaking away in the lead.
It's been quite a dominant show so far. His first race, of course, in an FRL League race, and he's doing pretty well, I must say. He could be going to D1. He's learned the track pretty quickly. Already got also the only driver to get a 34 in the qualifying session. There's still a pretty huge fight for P2. As 16 Rise is currently leading from the pack behind him, which is trying to chase him down. Bacons, Dustin, Lepre. Lepre might have to be boxing soon. He's been struggling quite a lot these past few laps. He was, well, 8/10 behind Twitch Star some laps ago. Now he's 4 behind, 4.5 really. And already, CC'd early in the race, dropped quite a lot of positions. He's to revive it, and now he's into P5 with his teammate PvP Pitbull right behind him. And a battle between the Brian Zakosa cars as some position switching between the two. As the lap 7 starts now, some soft runners may be thinking to box it, but I don't think anyone will. They need to continue on, I think, until lap 9 to go on the mediums. So currently, if they want to go on the hards, they can, because the softs, well, they really die out on this lap specifically. A huge battle for P11. Just after the points as a 4-way battle between Anthony's Pizza, JTS and XR.
Yeah, that's Hartman Court against Swift Avanti. Am I correct,
Yes.
or am I that wrong? No, it's the old ass team. My bad. So it's Hartman Court against the old ass team. The old ass team that had a little bit of an driver issue going on, where they had 3 drivers in the server earlier. So basically, 2 drivers thought they were reserving today. So one driver, who unfortunately had to be kicked from the server, thought that he was told that he was driving. So there was some miscommunication behind the scenes between the team boss and him. While the team boss confirmed yesterday that JTS would be the reserve driver for today.
Yeah, it's a bit of a confusion between the team.
I'm glad that is solved now.
But
It's unfortunate.
for
It's unfortunate for Jordi, but he is a Division 3 driver, so I'm pretty sure he's going to get his shot tomorrow.
absolutely, as it's still a pretty big fight for P2. It's a train which is being led by Bacons and all the drivers behind him, fighting for these positions. 16 Rise lost some time to Bacons according to the leaderboard, but he's right on the tail of Bacons. They're pretty much side to side. 2/10 gained by Rise in that corner. Bit of a spacious gap, but as everyone goes through the snail section now, Bacons trying to fight off 16 Rise. A battle for P2. It's a bit of a big gap, but well, this could go on until the end of the race, I would say, as well, Bacons and Rise might do this. They're on the hards right now. And they're the ones ahead of Dustin MCA, who's on the mediums. And from Reggie to PvP to Cloud Heartman, they're all on hards. They have a lot of different strategies, 3 different strategies possibly from this race. As Bacon's now crossing to start his 8th lap, he's going to be under pressure from 16 Rise. And I think 16 Rise has overtaken Bacon's maybe. As he's half a tenth according to the leaderboard behind, and now he's taken P2. But still a pretty big battle going on. Bacon's, he'll get his chance of course. With the slipstream, he almost corner cut it there.
Just keeping it clean while Dustin and Regionale are battling full P4 behind. Meanwhile, Bacon seems to be try to take away P2 from 16 Rise. Great battle going on here. I don't think anyone is... Oh wait, Lepri and Sensek have pitted, so they are at the back now. As everyone else is still out on track. Expecting more cars to come in relatively soon.
The pit window is all, I think, maybe open for some drivers if they want to do a big undercut on some, but I don't think anyone would be willing to do that right now, considering what disastrous position might end up in the latter parts of this race. There's still a pretty big fight for P2. It's been going on for at least 5 to 6 laps. The current fastest lap holder, I expect that to maybe be erased by Twitch Star later in this race if he can get a better lap time.
PV Pipples also managed to find his way past Dustin, driving the number 1 Brian Sokolska. Brian Sokolska having taken up the number 1 and number 2. Oh, the baby
and Armanoid.
Yeah,
the 2 premier racing drivers coming into the pit box.
Let's see what tires they're on. The baby has gone to the hard compound. I guess Amit is doing the same. So I'm not sure what compounds the first on, but they have gone in a bit early. And looks like my guess they both start on the mediums, and now they'll be doing the rest of the race on the soft compound as the baby rejoins just behind Wolf and Wolf, Lepri and King Balls. Got a bit confused there with the purple on the leaderboard as well. Got to remember that.
Well, as of now, of course, the strategy is going to be very different for some drivers, but I think the Hans could really work. They won't. I don't think they'll be in a position at the end of the race where they'll be on their last, they're pretty much dead tires, but yeah, I think they might gain some time with these hard tires in the next 3 or 4 laps by the end of everyone's stints.
See if more cars happen to come into the pits. None of the top guys do. Twitch Star, the 16 Rise's teammate is slightly gaining on Twitch Star, but not by much. It's 1.4 seconds now, so it looks like Twitch is starting to struggle a little bit with his mediums that they are starting to wear. Well, there's Pizza Gaming and XR in the pits as well. That's the Hartman. That's both Hartman cars in.
It looks like a lot of drivers with the same strategies, especially the teammates.
Yeah, that's the Premier Racing also being on the same strat.
I think Twitch Star, he attended the pre-academy race before the D1, the race before the D1 race, and he did sort of struggle against with the worn tires, but his pace on the fresh tires is pretty unreal. So when he pits, I expect a lot of gaining. But for now, 16 Rise, he's less than under a second now behind Twitch Star. Also a big fight for P3 going on behind between Codes and PB Pitbull, who's made his way all the way up to this podium spot. The rest also battle for P7 against Dust Dizzle and Cloud Hartman. Dizzle started in P2 in this race. He's fallen quite. He's fallen a bit, but he can regain all that time lost. As I think Twitch Star's pit.
Oh, that's Switch Star in. The race leader coming into the pits to make his first and only pit stop. Did he? He swerved to the right. Thought the pit box was earlier there, but it's actually right here. There we go. Did he lose some time by doing that? He made it switch and looked like he was going to enter the wrong pit box for a second there. Let's see where he rejoins. There's more cars in the pits as well.
Dust Dizzle, JTS, and Anthony's Grease from what it looks like they've all boxed.
Yeah.
Dust Dizzle goes on the hards, interestingly.
Again, both ADAS cars on the exact same strategy, third team to do so, being on the same strat.
As a battle for P1 ensues, 16 Rise versus Code Bacons. I think they'll be boxing in 2 or 3 laps time. We'll have to see. As they both go through this right-hander. They're still pretty much equal. 16 Rise. Oh, he lost there, I think. Or he's just lagging a bit because he's 3/10 behind. Doesn't really seem like that on the screen.
No,
but
he's ahead of my screen as well.
It's a bit strange, but for now it looks like Bacon's. He's just about ahead of 16 Rise. I think.
Oh, Bacon's made a mistake. He's dropped back a little bit. Let's see. We'll both go. Oh, 16 Rise running now. Bacon's running wide as well. Both of them. That's going to allow Pitbull to close up the gap. They both made the exact same mistake.
Pitbull, he might be on the tail of Bacon's. He is on the tail of Bacon's. Can he overtake him? He has the slipstream. He also has the double slipstream. As a lot of drivers are unwilling to give each other their slipstream, of course. And now, 3-way battle for the lead ensues. I think they might be pitting within 2 laps time.
You got Dustin in the pits from P6. But there's this battle going on for
Dustin pits.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's this battle going on for first place, provisionally first place, because the previous race leader, of course, has already come into the pit lane. Let's switch to the gaps from P1 so we can have a little bit of an idea where Twitch Star's likely going to end up once his rivals come into the pit. I'm not sure how many seconds a pit stop takes. I guess it's about 22, 23
I think 23
perhaps.
seconds.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 23 seconds.
And so we got to remember that a couple of guys further back have already made the pit stops. Let's have a look at which guy who have made the pit stop. So P7 and then everyone from P9 have already pit. There we go. That's useful.
A big battle at the end of the pack here between Antonis and XR and Armonoid.
Okay.
But
yeah, the battle for P1 is back on right now.
Bacon's. He's back 16 wide.
He's running wide. Shouldn't lose too much time though. Let's hope they both negotiate the corner well this time around. 16 Rise again, coming a bit wide.
Bacon's ahead, I think. Yep, by a long margin from what it looks like. He goes a bit wide. As well, PvP Pitbull might be a menace here. He has the double slipstream of Bacon and 16 Rise.
These guys are going really long on their hard tires. I'm assuming they are on their hard tires. Let me double check. Yes, they are. So they're all going very long. Are some of them going to attempt to go on the softs after their pit stop? I wonder. That would be interesting to see.
So one thing now, Twitch Star is only 18 seconds behind the leader.
The new fastest lap of the race on his new tires. Taking away the fastest lap from Lepri, I think.
Yes,
meanwhile,
and
we've got a 3-way battle for the lead. 16 Rise, running wide again. Really starting to struggle on his one hard, getting a lot of understeer.
PvP's ahead.
Yeah, don't call
PvP
the car
would be ahead at
his corner. Oh yeah,
PvP Pitbull takes the lead of the Flevo Grand Prix. Bacon's close. Oh, never mind. I think Bacon's really overtook him into the right-hander. It's gonna be a bit of a struggle for the cars behind, but PvP Pitbull, he gains on Code Bacon's. He's, I think, ahead of Bacon's for now. A huge battle for this, and remember they haven't pitted yet, so they might be losing time to Twitch Star, who is now only 17 seconds behind them.
Yeah, Twitchstar's now 17 seconds behind the leader, so surely he's going to get back in the lead once everyone has pitted. But we'll have to see if anyone else is going to make a big charge towards the end of the race on fresher tires. Let's see if anyone is going to come into the pit. It looks like everyone is staying out. 16 Rice seems to slightly drop off. The region of Roche's lost touch with the top 3, unfortunately for him. Cloud Hartman a little bit further behind, also carrying on. I think everyone in the top 6 is on the hard tires. They are all to pit. While the first car that has pit, the leader of the pitted cars, is in P7.
I think 16 Rice should have pit, but he's getting some time back. But we have to see. I think they might be aiming to go on the softs maybe. But if they don't pit at the end of this lap, I think they will definitely go for the softs because, well, this is the pit window for the medium tires for the hard runners.
Still a bit of lag going on here for the top 3 positions.
Oh, big lag. There might be a huge amount of lag for the cars in the back.
Yeah, meanwhile, I see
there's
some battling going on further back. There's a battle going on for P10 between PHTS and Baby Real. Driving for skill.
Oh, extra goes a bit wide.
Premier Racing, respectively. The Baby getting a good run out of the Snell section and I think he's slingshotting past PhD. He almost is. Yes, he has gotten past PhD. Is for now. There's another battle going on for 17th place, and there's another one for 15th place going on. But let's go back to the battle for P1. Asco Bakers is coming into the pits, and 16 Rice follows him
16
in.
Rice as well. PvP Pitbull staying out. This could be a bit bad for him.
Very cheeky from the 16 Rice to use grass to gain a little bit extra of time coming into the pit lane. Pretty clever.
Also, I don't think
Twitchstar will be has gone for the mediums. What's the 16 Rice going to do? He missed a pit box. That's going to cost him a couple of seconds. 16 Rice has gone onto the soft compound. Interesting.
That's interesting. 8 laps, around 8 laps to go, and softs they could work, but he has to really stretch them out in order to do so.
And that pit stop has set him back a little bit. He is now down in P9, while he was previously in P2, and virtually he's in like P5, maybe even further behind, depending on his gap compared to the top 4.
Also, Twitchstar now closing up on Wolf. Wolf hasn't pitted yet, of course. He may be able to hold up Twitchstar for a bit, but I don't think he's willing to do that, considering how fast Twitchstar has been charging up the field, and he's already around, what, 8 seconds ahead of Bacon's. So he's done quite a lot of work in his stint.
Slow corner from Twitchstar there. He is losing time behind Wolf at the moment, which is kind of stalling his charge, but he is really close to PvP, and surely once everyone is... He's looking pretty comfortable for the win right now, Twitchstar is, because everyone who is ahead of him, they will be at least like 6-7 seconds behind. And Dustin, the next car who's also made a pit stop, is 6 seconds behind. So Twitchstar, all he has to do really now is keep it on the road, and he should be able to bring home the win. Let's see, I'm looking at the mini-map now. Is anyone coming into the pits? No, the top 4 still all carrying on, really stretching their hard tires.
Twitchstar, he's leaving Russell Gaff here. He was just trying to get tucked into the slipstream behind Wolf, and he overtakes him. Wolf can't hold him up anymore. Twitchstar now in clear air, and he can gain even more time from here. The chat goes berserk for Wolf Drive of the day for holding up Twitchstar for a bit.
Scar's doing some funny stuff here, but I'm pretty sure that's just lag doing its thing. Oh, Wolf going very wide on his old tires, hitting the wall. That is going to cost him a few seconds. Big mistake from Wolf right here, and surely he has to pit shortly. He's still on the 1 tires. He's not really cutting the corners, by the way. It's just some lag going on here as we're now looking on board with Region of Roche, who is firmly in second. It's a Brianza calls 1-2 at the moment, rocking the number 1 and number 2 on their cars. Surely they're going to come in at the end of this lap because they are really stretching their tires. It would also make sense to do that, considering they have to make a pit stop. You can't do a no stop in this race. Pitbull, is he coming in? Yes, he is. The race leader is coming in, and surely Region of Loche is carrying on for another lap. Interestingly enough, Cloud Hartman coming into the pits. Twitchstar is going to get past all of those cars who are now in the pit lane. He's already past Cloud, and he's also going to get past PvP. And Twitchstar is now up into second place, just under 8 seconds behind Regional for Loche. Let's see where PvP is going to come out of the pits.
16 Rise is the fastest lap, and he is gaining a lot of time.
Yeah, all those. The soft's doing a good job for him right now. 16 Rise trying to make up some ground again. He was in second before the pit stop round, and he hopes to recover back to second place, but his softs won't last forever, and I think in the final 2 laps he is going to struggle a bit, so he really has to maximize the tires he has now in order to get past, as he's now trying to find his way past Dust Dizzle for 5th place, which would be virtually 4th place since Region of Loche is yet to make his pit stop.
Also, may I mention, Bacon's now 5 seconds behind Twitchstar. I think he was way behind earlier, but he's gaining a lot of time on Twitchstar. I think he might be able to challenge at the end of this race, because I don't think Twitchstar can do much from here. He has 5 laps to go. He has around, I think, 5 or 6 lap all mediums. So he might be starting to struggle now, as the likes of Bacon's, they're charging hard to get past Twitch here. And I think most of the server probably would want that too.
Yeah, 16 Rise now in 5th place now. His next target would be Dustin, who is on the means, I'm pretty sure. No, Dustin was re-overtaken. 16 Rise. 16 Rise a little bit struggling to dispose of the Scuderia Squadra car.
16 Rise has been charging through the field.
Regional Rise in the pits, by the way. Just noticed that. Oh. He's now trying to. I think he's finding his pit box, or he already made his pit stop. Yes, he's on the softs now.
Yeah, he already made his
he's
pit box.
Coming out. P9. Is he going to hang on to P9? Yes, he is.
Behind JTSF1, who has already pitted. He's on softs. I think he pitted a long time ago. So yeah, Reggie has an advantage here to gain at least 2 or 3 positions, maybe. As 16 Rise, he's only around 8 seconds behind Twitchstar. And Bacon's, he's gained so much. He's 3.7 now behind Twitchstar. 4 laps to go. Can Bacon's get a last gasp overtake on Twitchstar? Also still a battle for P15 at the back here. There's a lot of gaining.
Dustin is lagging. Maybe having some connection issues. Let's hope his connection will be stable enough to stay in the server. Now I'm looking at Dustin. Meanwhile, PvP Pitbull saying a purple second sector, so he might be able to set a new fastest lap of the race on those new softs as he comes around the final
it's a pretty good left
corners. Is he going to take away the fastest lap from 16 Rise? It's 1 championship point if you get the fastest lap.
It's looking very doable. He's going to cross the line. Will there be that pop-up which tells him he's gone fastest? Yes, he has. 35 dead.
Very good lap from Pitbull right there. That's, I think, unless Regional is going to do something about it, that's... yeah, that fast lap is going to be hard to beat. So it looks like PvP might get that extra point for this race. Meanwhile, Dustin dropped back he has dropped back a little bit from Code Bacons. He was about half a second behind, and now he will be under pressure from 16 Rise, who is of course on those soft tires, which are slowly going to start to wear at this point. So I think 16 Rise has just 2 more laps when he has the better tire before his tires wear to the point that the mediums are starting to the mediums of Dustin will be the better tire.
Also, Bacon's, he lost some time, but he's gained it all back. 3.4 behind Twitch, and there's 4 still to go. Can Bacon's get a last lap clutch and get P1? We'll have to see. He is currently having red sectors, but I think he's definitely getting on Twitch Star here. And he's going to be under the pressure.
Meanwhile, Wolf has set their purple first sector. I wonder if he's going to have a shot at the fastest lap.
Would be a pretty good point after a pretty horrendous day, I must say, for Wolf.
Oh, that's a red second sector, unfortunately. Meanwhile, 16 rises all over the back of Dustin. Trying to take that final podium spot and trying to get back on the podium where he was at the start of the race. Won't be easy though, as his advantage will be smaller and smaller, but every time a lap, as time goes by. Let's see, is Wolf going to say the fastest lap by any chance? He's just disposed of...
No, I think he lost some time behind Anthony.
No, he hasn't, unfortunately. PvP Pitbull
Bacon's
for P5. Under pressure.
2.3. Bacon's really gaining a lot of time here on Twitch. This could be a last lap. Or I am repeating myself here, but
yeah,
it's pretty exciting for them.
I think Bacon's is on newer tires, if I'm correct here.
Yes,
so he should have the advantage, because I remember Twitch being relatively early into the race. He was the first car to pit, I think, of the front runner. So he might have to work really hard for that win with
Bacon's
that gap.
Bacon's within slipstream. This is a crucial part of the race for Bacon's. All he needs to do is keep it clean through these parts. Of course, he's on one mediums, and he has to go around with dirty air. Oh, he's gone a bit wide because of it, because of the dirty air, but hasn't lost too much time. He's actually gained some time because of that. Now on this back straight, where Codes can gain so much time. Let's see how much he gets by the end of this. But meanwhile, there's a bit of a battle between Dust and 16 Rise for P3 here, the last podium spot. As 16 Rise comfortably goes ahead of Dustin. Yes, he does. Meanwhile, back to the fight in P1. Bacon's 1.1. It's the penultimate lap of the race.
This is going to go down to the wire. Meanwhile, 16 Rise again trying to find his way past Dustin for the final spot on the podium. Gets past Dustin again, but can he hang on? He just about keeps it within the track limits. Doesn't go wide, just avoids going wide. Now through the Snail section, the gap between Bacon's and Twitch Stars just 5 tenths. I think Twitch might have made a mistake. That's why the gap is coming down all of a sudden. And this is going to be...
Look at this. This could be an absolute amazing clutch from Bacon's. And he overtake Twitch Star on the last lap of the race. I don't think he's going to overtake through here. It's pretty tricky through sector 3.
No, they were briefly facing through each other, but Twitch Star, the gap is coming down, and now...
And Bacon's think he's ahead.
Yeah, he's ahead now.
Yes,
with 1 lap to go. Twitch Star,
he's
got a lot of work to do to get back past. He should be able to get the slipstream coming onto the main straight, however, so this is not over yet. As long as they can both keep them within the image, Twitch Star a little bit wide, however, is he going to get slipstream, or is he a little bit too close for that? Yeah, I think he'll get a little bit of slipstream from Code Bacon's, but it's not like he's going to be able to slingshot past, and this is going to be a battle for the win on the final lap. Bacon's, of course, trying to break the slipstream. Twitch Star getting back in the lead just ever so slightly. They're separated by nothing now as they went through that mini sector split.
Well, Bacon's lost some time. Twitch Star has gained some, and now Twitch Star back in the lead. Bacon's really needs to work to get ahead of Twitch Star. It's the last lap of the race, as there's pretty much side to side through this next part of the track. In a long left-hander, Bacon's behind. He's going to have the dirty air. Can he get through with the slipstream? He's going really inside as Twitch goes wide. He's almost gone.
That's going to cost some time. Can he get back in the slipstream? Maybe hang on.
Lost half
it's not over yet. He's trying to take a tighter line through the Snail section. Is that going to work compared to Code Bacon's? Not sure if it is. The gap is 4 tenths now. It's not over yet. He has to put himself back together and try to get back past. There's some lag going on here. But Twitch Star still very much within striking distance of Code Bacon. 7 tenths is the gap now. Meanwhile, there's a massive battle going on for P3 behind, but we're focusing on the battle for the race victory. Twitch Star looked like he had it in the back, but Code Bacon's with a recovery and looks And like his first victory as he
Oh,
goes
Twitch Star
very
goes wide.
and that might have done it, and that is his first victory. Slipped out of it. That has slipped out of his fingers. Code Bacons with a big recovery drive, looking to be the first Division 2 winner of the season.
He's on the last straight. He's gonna cross the line. And Code Bacons is your first winner of the season in Division 2.
Dustin is weaving early, and that he has just... No! Oh, that was very close on my screen. I thought
that was very risky from Dustin.
Yeah. I thought he was about to concede third place there. That was really... Meanwhile, there's this battle going on between Ami and Beth. It's not for points, unfortunately, but there's this three-way battle. Let's see who's going to get 13th place. It's very close between three
just about to get ahead.
And
ahead of that pack.
Just about takes home 13th place in this race. Sensec is going to come out in 16th. BHDS in 17th, and King Boss, unfortunately, will come home in last place of all the finishers.
Bacons has won the Division 2 race. It looks so unlikely at the start when he dropped a bit behind in P5, and then he claws his way back into first place on the last lap of the race, and that was an amazing end to it. It was certainly very fun to watch.
What a finish to this race.
Also, don't forget, Dustin has got a podium, which is pretty integral for the championship for now, but of course it's on the first race.
And that's everyone across the line, and we should have the results screen up shortly. There we go. It's Go Bacons has won the race ahead of Twitch Star, who looked like he was going to set to take home his a victory on his debut, but unfortunately that was not meant to be today. I'm pretty sure he's going to get his chance in the future.
Meanwhile, of course, the constructors now, I forgot what 16 Rise teams, how you pronounce that, but yeah, they got, I think, the most points out of this. And also, don't forget the 6-7, P6 and a P7 for PvP and Reggie, respectively, for Brain's course.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that will do for today's racing action. We've seen some great racing today with the battle on the final lap of the race. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to more races this season, as yeah, this 20-car grid is really proving to be worth it, with the top two divisions being really competitive, with battles all the way up and down the field. As we saw some exciting battles for example, B13 across the line. Well, yeah, there's simply battles everywhere, and if the rest of the season is going to be like this, then yeah, sign me up. That will do for today. Thank you, everyone, once again for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a nice day, and goodbye.